Good afternoon. This is Wag Chicago. It is the 18th of April in 21 is the year they tell you that they just tell you everything is like a movie, you know what I mean? So, uh, this just got posted on the interwebs, and I reported on this a long time ago, and here it is. So, now it's in the news again, and you'll believe it, but you're not going to believe why they're doing this, in my opinion. So it says Florida Keys to see release of first GMO mosquitoes. You know who makes those? Yeah. The guy who owns all your farmland and all your cattle, and he owns all your meds, and he owns all your icky sticky thing rolling up the sleevers, you know what I mean? Same dude, no joke. And I like his quote up there, do not eat synthetic, you know, billy goat mosquito burgers. This world is getting crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't believe all this is going on, right? So let's take a look at this report. Fox News. Oh, yeah. But you're not going to guess why they're really trying to scare you with this. This is scary by itself. Because I know when they did release these, when they were testing them out, it was California, Indiana, I believe, parts of the Midwest, Florida, of course. These have been already released. These are special mosquitoes. And if you don't believe, you could get the old V, the icky sticky. This is my guess because I already reported on this like 4 years ago. A whole bunch of us did. None of you are going to believe that because you can't remember 30 seconds ago. So, yeah. And it's old Billy Goat. And let me guess, they're going to tell you can get the Karachi. Watch. This is the thing in the 80s. Remember the old H and the letter I, and there was a letter Aedes at the end of that? They were scaring us back then with the mosquitoes could give you a blah, blah, blah. So maybe they can, maybe they can't. I'm not a mosquito expert, but I did do study on what he's doing with this stuff. And add it to the thing in your arm they're going to give you now, the old dark arts company that, whatever. So, anyways, there's even talk. Remember, you got to remember in Texas, like a year or two ago, that one woman thought she was getting bit by a mosquito, and she swiped it and it cut her hand, and I think she went to lunch like a few days later. And there was rumors, and this is crazy. I would never ever think this could even be possible, but there was rumors it was a dark arts mechanical, like a drone. That's why the metal cut her so bad, and it had something in it that actually took her to lunch a couple days later. I'm sure that's gone off the web. I mean, all that's left now is our memories, and luckily, a few of us Spurgs got a good memory when it comes to these kind of articles. But all right, let's get back to this article. Oh, there it is. Can the mosquito carry the Karachi? Yep, I knew it. I knew that's where this was going. There's no other reason they're going to tell you about the mosquitoes for killing other mosquitoes or whatever their BS reason for genetically altering these things. They can also genetically alter it to give you things called the icky sticky, or it could be a icky virus. Oh, this is getting creepy, man. This is it's you gotta laugh. This news is so creepy that if I didn't laugh at crazy stuff, I would probably go crazy. And I hope you guys are just playing along with this because this is like a movie, man. In an effort to fight, here we go. It's always for your health, by the way. Never anything nefarious, never evil, never dark arts, right? In it, I can't say that Z word. I tried to do a video the other day. I got slammed. Woo! Or it was a post. No way you're saying the Z word. Because the old Billy Goat was involved with that. Yeah. It was a place called South America, two countries down there, side by side. One did it, one didn't. All with mosquitoes again. Just saying. That's about all I could say. Some of you are going to know what I'm talking about. Other of you are going to think I'm having a stroke. I'm not. And if you're new to the channel, like I'm getting a couple of negative comments lately, you're not used to my speaking because I can't. So I have to talk like I'm in, like in the old days where you drew pictures. Pretty soon, I'm going to just have a screen where I could draw on. I could do that now, actually. I could just draw pictures and then see if the algo can catch that. Like, because they're even catching the memes now. Like, oh my. UK-based biotech company called Oxitec has partnered with the Florida Keys Mosquito Control District. I bet they did. In an effort to control the invasive and disease-spreading female Aedes, I think you call it Egyptian mosquito. That's what we would call them. I don't know, whatever. Egypti, whatever it's called. Scary, scary. Yep. Oxytec's male mosquitoes, which don't bite, and no male mosquitoes bite as far as I was taught, but maybe their special ones don't. Unlike the recently discovered, there is some yellow fever carrying whatever mosquitoes, will be introduced in small areas in a select number of neighborhoods. Whose neighborhoods? Do you got to say in any of this? Oh my. How about you get some chickens? Throw them in your yard. They eat all the mosquitoes for free. And you don't need to use no DNA alter or GMO. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Ooh. GMO altered mosquitoes. If you get my meaning, you know what I mean? If you knew what this really was, you guys would be screaming. And that's why I'm laughing. When I start laughing a lot, it's really bad. Or not. Oh boy. And you can't talk about why it's bad because then I'll get slammed there. So, yep. The project Oxitec hopes will be successful in passing, but Oxitec, we're going to look that up. Head of Regulator Affairs, Dr. Nathan's call of a self-limiting gene. Really? From its genetically. Really? I know that, but I'm surprised it's in this article. So they're altering the genes of mosquitoes. What other animal could they do that to? Like ferrets, that happen to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh boy, this is creepy. I'm hitting my hands together. That's how much this bothers me. Gene from its genetically modified males to their wild mates, ensuring future offspring do not mature into adulthood and reducing the, oh my, population. What other way could you apply technology to reduce the population of an animal? You know what I mean? Or an insect. I mean an insect. Woo! Oh my. You know, the wizards have to tell you what they're doing because then they need your consent. You know all that. Whether you're the god, you need to consent your soul away, which a lot of you have already done, about half our country. Then, it's probably going to go up to 70%, I bet. Then, good for you all. Then, whatever. And it's called culling things like the herds of sheep and goats and cattle. And, can't have too many, right? And certain ones you got to get rid of, the ones that are wasting food, for example. Like Uncle Klaus has told you, you are. That's why you're going to eat poop water that's clean, supposedly. And then you're going to eat crickets. And you're going to have a new little ID in your wrist or arm. That's no joke. They just said that the other day. That's coming. And, then you got the icky sticky. And then you got the old 5 thing going on. All of this, if you've been watching this, you're going, oh my. That's why all I could say anymore is, oh my. I can't believe all this is happening. and so effing fast. But it's not fast. They've been doing this for 20, 30 years of the accelerated point. But since since the 40s, no joke. And now it's here. That's all. And now we just got to change. That's all. You're being, you're being, I can't say anything. Whatever. So the mosquitoes now got their DNA and genes all played with, and now they're being released into your neighborhoods. And that's because the ones they're telling you about. Because the dark arts don't tell you nothing until 20 years later when, they have to, or it gets leaked or whatever. Rose told Fox News on Friday that this project will be critical as the U.S. sees mosquito-borne diseases. See, they can't keep scaring you. You know what I mean? They can't. That's my point. They can't keep scaring you enough. You got the Karachi going around. We got the E word going around. Now you got mosquito-borne diseases going around. Then you got the jumping freaking worms going around. And, you know, and then asteroids and hurricanes and now we got war breaking out all over the world. You know. And there's an old saying by the alphabet that if you keep idiots confused and scared and long enough, yeah, then they do what you tell them to do. And look around you. You can't find one moron in a store anymore without a muzzle. Yeah. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Or not. Maybe we're not. Maybe this is the new, we're all going to be robotic. You're all going to have brain chips where, you can think in real fast time. And then, you never go outside because you get all your stuff delivered to your house until they put you on a train. If you all think these elite MFers are going to pay you to be a fat ass in your basement, playing video games and watching porn all day and soap operas on what do you call it, whatever they're called on Netflix, good luck with that. Because if you watch all the dancing death stuff going around, they're telling you all the time what's coming. And if I can't even talk about it, but there's a plan for those who fall for the trick. The first 50%, 75, whoever do it, you're gonna later be told, according to their training manuals. I can't say which ones because I don't want to, but there's an actual training manual that talks all about this from 90s, 96, 97. Those guys who fly the airplanes invented this called fourth generation. And then, what's happening around the world right now, the conflicts, like war. If you want to look up something, you will see the whole thing laid out. And then I just posted about the, I can't even talk about it. Never mind. I'm going to post, I got to do a video somehow. I'll have to do it on my other channel. So mosquito-borne disease is a thing in the U.S., yeah. And it's likely to get worse. I'm sure it will because you're releasing DNA, GMO, gene-edited freaking mosquitoes to kill what? What? Oh, my. North of the Gulf, blah, blah, blah. These diseases are a big problem. Just like the Karachi's a big problem. And it wasn't until everybody got the old icky sticky. Now there's thousands of people every day showing up in the hospital. Like, that's weird. They all got the Karachi now. Probably the real one. Oh, boy. And all the movies, there's that one Songbird. There's another one with 23. Then you got another one called something 24, 25. That was the U.S. Dark Arts that put that one out. It's a training manual, but you can't say the word. Oh, my. And if you know any of this, just from reading it, you're going to go, oh, boy. You're going to be saying like me, oh, my. This is oh, my. What are you going to do, right? Now you got mosquitoes up your ass. Like, and if you knew what they could do with these and the technology, the V letter, they could do that and you wouldn't even know it. Or not. But look up the old dark arts company. Woo, they're doing it. The company claims a trial of Oxitec, which is probably a dark arts subsidiary, or it's owned by Billy Goat. Either one's the same. Technology in Brazil. Oh, Brazil. That's what. Oh, funny. Oh no, because that's where they were doing the old Z with the other country and the starts with a V. Like I gotta talk in all this Morse code now. Those are the two countries side by side that one had issues, one didn't. One used it, one didn't. Oh my. And they got the guts to say it right here. Oh, they can because nobody knows any of that. You know why you don't know any of that? Because it's all been scrubbed. I tried to talk about it recently. You can't. Zip, zip, zip. Shut up. And I did. And now I gotta go on my other like this is getting crazy. You gotta duck and dive and dodge and recent and then hopefully you guys understand the no, recent similar demonstration projects in the Brazilian city or whatever found that Oxitec mosquitoes suppress disease carrying Egypti by 95%. Did it? Did it? Who's doing the survey? Who did the company did their own survey like we're doing with the Karach? They tell you 30,000, 40,000 were experimented on prior to the experiment, but then you find out it was only 100 or 137 or whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. And then out of that, 9 didn't get it, so then they go 195% chance you won't. Great statistics are for dummies, right? Because you can use statistics any way you want. You could go forward or backwards easily. You could just switch numbers around. And they're all real numbers, but you don't understand wizardry, so you just go, yeah, it is funny, Brazil, really, really. And Billy Goat, really. In the old Z letter germ a few years ago, they tried to do this with last time. But there was mosquitoes with that too, because he was making a mosquito to fight something. Oh my. Rose said their aim is in the U.S. is to demonstrate that their male mosquitoes perform just as well as on American soil as they've been shown to do in other countries. Yeah, they did good in South America. Holy crap. They're literally telling you what they're doing. Good luck. Quote, these are dark arts, by the way. This is people that you don't want to ever deal with. They love you. These guys really love you. And then once we've done that, this is a quote, once we've done that, once we have done the data from that, then we have to go to the U.S. regulatory and get an emergency approval or whatever. Okay. Yeah, we know how that works. Get approval. Yeah. Rose said while the company plans to commence with its endeavor using what they call, quote, just add water technology, pretty soon using a phased rollout like the rolling lock, like ask Canada how those downs are going, ask Germany, ask France, ask the whole world and half of our country here, and eventually the whole country. They do it rolling. Everything they do is rolling. You know why? Because everything's cyclical for one. You got to go up and down, otherwise the pressure builds too big. You got a little air out. That's just how life works in the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say walk a tight line instead of these wide swings. Whatever. It is currently monitoring the mosquito population in the area. They were spraying all these mosquitoes in California for a long time. And I've listened to people that live there, like, why are they dumping this crap? There's weird mosquito when they didn't have a problem. It was for a specific type of mosquito that nobody there even saw before. Allegedly, I don't live there, but you know, you know, this ain't the first time they're testing this, by the way. They let these out last year. I told you this 2 years ago now. Oh my. But they're acting like this is the first time they're going to try it on you sheep. So what we do first, the first phase of the project is really just releasing mosquitoes from a few single locations. And what we want to look at there is how far are they flying? How long are they flying? Really? You don't know any of that shit already? Lie or wizardry. Says, and then once we have the information from that, we will then move on to small neighbor. They already been doing this. They, like I just said, they could get everybody what's the old term, inoculated with anything they want. Like that's already there. What are they talking about? Oh boy, you're being lied to even when well, that's wizardry. They just got to tell you, so they throw it in there with all this mix. Man, this is brand new. It's not brand new. Regulatory approvals for the first phase have already been provided by the EPA for the sea dog, sea suck. Their reputation's shot to hell. But whatever, they're approving it. What I'm sure they did. Look at all these agencies involved. Yeah, they already approved it. You know what? Oh, we're in trouble. See, if you had a nefarious person, and luckily we don't. Thank goodness there's nobody bad in these agencies or in these companies and in these dark arts companies. They're all looking out for. They want you to live forever. See, they would never test a treatment, let's call it, that could get someone under the weather or take it to a lunch date, but you don't go to that restaurant, you go somewhere else. And then they're testing to see what? How many people react or maybe come down with a cough or whatever, And then they've done all this. Is not even. Oh my God. They tell you up front because evil's all on the table now. The EPAL agency completed a risk assessment and opened the discussion up to the public. Approved an experimental use permit. Here we go, experiment again. See, all the laws are getting bypassed under this EUA. So good luck with this, people. He believes, when you believe in something, I'm out. I believe in wearing a muzzle. Well, that's your problem because every single in history reviewed, peer-reviewed, documented freaking study shows they're horseshit. But you believe it keeps you safe and you're saving the world. Good for you. But when he believes the real risk is he's lying. Whenever they say that, there's no science base. They know what they're doing. You don't. You should. And under emergency use, they can do whatever the hell they want. And you guys are all laying down. Nobody's saying nothing. So you're all being experimented on under emergency circumstances. What's the emergency with the mosquitoes now? Oh, they may, you saw in the beginning, they may carry the Karachi, right? Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah. See, that's why you get all this emergency shit, right? Under the Karachi, we're still under emergency status, which also means under the old buildings that went, dust, those laws, or whatever they're called, where you get to be poked and prodded under emergencies, and that's what we're under now. So that means there's another 4-letter agency that's, the way I understand it, I'm not no legal scholar, but since that emergency was declared in March of 2020, about a year ago, just over a year ago, we were declared in this state of emergency for a nation. Who took over? That's all I'm saying. It's got 4 letters. Starts with an F and ends with an A. But I don't remember the person in charge ever signing back that we're not under. Oh my. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I'm not even asking. I'm just saying those are facts. Maybe it expired and we're back under normal rule, let's call it. But from what I'm seeing, none of the rulers are going by any of the, let's say, judges at a highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like when lockdown ruled that you can't do it and then they still kept doing it. That makes me go, oh my. Like, why are they not listening to a judge? Because if I didn't listen to a judge, I would be whooped by that judge, and rightfully so, in most cases. So you can't give a judge a finger; you'll be in big trouble. You see what I'm saying? But they all did. It's just a weird time to be alive. Something seems weird. The female. Let's see here. Another worry. Another worry. Another worry. Really? Because the worry was with the Z letter germ a couple years ago. That didn't work out too good for their trichola. What a without which the female mosquitoes will die in early larva stages, is used commonly to treat bacteria. Blah blah blah. Skeptics of the Oxitec GM mosquitoes include local residents. They should. Physicians. They should. Scientists. They should. They say they're not anti-GMO, but they disagree with how the approval process is. Is that what they disagree with? Because where's the science? Where's their peer-reviewed science about what you're about to do? They don't need any. You know why? Because it's an emergency. It was declared an emergency. How bad are your mosquitoes? How many people are dropping like flies from mosquitoes in your town there, Florida? I bet you none. So what's the emergency? Really? That's what they're really. Yeah. Okay. So keep having faith in these guys that are making billions off of this, by the way. And they're getting some weird agenda. God knows what that agenda is. You just heard how they're going to reduce the population of mosquitoes. I hope they never apply that to other animals. You know what I mean? Because the technology's all there, it's available. While the assessment notes that releases will not take place within 500 meters of commercial citrus growing. Why? Why? What do they know about that? Oh my. What did that just say? While the assessment notes that the releases will not take place within 500 meters of commercial citrus growing areas or wastewater treatment sites due to considerations regarding the impact of environmental sources of tetracycline on female OX5034 mosquito survival. Really? Is that why? Oh my. I heard tetracycline, huh? That's weird. I've heard that name before. I don't know. North Carolina State University Genetic Engineering and Society Center told Undark, that means illuminated. You guys never listen to your words. That's just creepy. You're the Undark? Really? Dark arts? Undark? Oh my. You're letting these people just let GMO, God knows what they're doing, right? I know what they're doing, but you don't, because I can't tell you. You're going to have to try and figure it out or find it. But look up here. Let's just get off this topic and go to the news search of this topic. You go to like a site like joshu.net search engine or your favorite non monitor or whatever controlled search engine, and then type in the goat and Florida and GMO mosquito. You type those words together and see what you find, because you may be able to find some interesting information deep in the web, but you're not going to find it if you do a Google search. How about that? So, your 2018 Billy Goat awarded $4 million for engineering towards this topic. You know what I mean? What would he got to gain from this? Any money return when the governments are all buying these mosquitoes? Right. And why would they be buying them? What are they deploying in those altered genes? Let's call it. You guys have no idea what this means. They're not playing, folks. I'll be back. This is Way Chicago. I'm out.